You think you're reacting. You're not. You're repeating. And what you repeat under pressure starts to feel like who you are. Hey everyone, Michael Eatman, Dad CEO, and welcome to The Reset, Clarity Under Pressure. This is where we learn how to turn pressure into clarity and lead well, even when everything feels urgent. And it all feels urgent. If your reactions have been feeling automatic lately, like they're happening before you even think, you're not broken, you're trained. Not intentionally, but repeatedly. Pressure doesn't always create your response, it reveals it. So, what shows up under pressure is usually what's already been practiced, not just in the big moments, but in the small ones. How you respond when something doesn't go your way, how you react when you feel misunderstood, how quickly you move to fix, control, avoid, or shut down. You don't rise in those moments, you actually default. Here's where it gets really interesting. Fast feels true, not because it is, but because it's familiar. When something happens and your reaction is immediate, your nervous system reads that speed as certainty. Oh, this must be right. It came up fast. But speed isn't accuracy. Speed is often repetition. Think of it this way. Something small happens. A message gets ignored. A plan changes. Someone responds differently than you expected. And almost instantaneously, you overthink or you shut down or you try to control or avoid it altogether. That speed feels like truth, but it's usually just what you've practiced. The more you repeat something under pressure, the more your nervous system starts to trust it, even if it's not helpful, even if it's not aligned with who you are, even if it's costing you something. Because your brain isn't asking, is this the best response? It's asking, is this the most practiced response I can remember? And whatever is most practiced feels safest. This is where plans get mistaken for identity. You start saying things like, oh, that's just how I am. I've always been like this. That's just my personality. But sometimes it's not identity. It's repetition that's been trusted long enough to feel like it's permanent. Patterns don't just repeat themselves, they introduce themselves as who you are. This can be the turning point. You can't interrupt what you keep misnaming. If you call a pattern your personality, you'll protect it instead of questioning it. Awareness is key. It's where the shift begins. Not fixing, not forcing, not overthinking, just seeing it clearly. And say, this is something I've repeated, not something I am. And that creates space, and the space creates options. So if you've ever tried to change in the moment and couldn't, it's not because you didn't want to. It's because pressure changed your state before you had a chance to change your thinking. And that's what we're getting into next, because pressure, when you're under pressure, your state shifts first and then your thinking follows. If this landed for you today, don't overthink it. Just name the pattern you see most. Overthinking, shutdown, control, or avoidance. Because the moment you can name it, you're no longer fully inside of it.